country with the island vibe. I swear I had a nice. And yeah, we just down all night. Mixing the 5-year-𝒂𝒊𝒏𝒂𝒊𝒈𝒂𝒊𝒏𝒂𝒂𝒊𝒏𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂 life. Coffee in the morning, so we toast it. Say we just fine oil, but it most it. No, we ain't most it. No, oh no, I ain't going nowhere. I love this place. 𝒐𝒐𝒑𝒚𝒓𝒊𝒈𝒆𝒄𝒍𝒂𝒊𝒎. Oh no, welcome to Moko Moko. Every country want friendship, like the village on the East Bank. But you can't hang if you ain't gang. For my first interview, I tell police thanks. And I brought the bag, my passport, you got a stamp. You can't answer Brad if you can't answer yard. We gon' catch it when it's good, cause we say when it's hard. Not for them, live in country and people don't spend it long. Them man of them in fraud, not for them sell the land. So pay rent on another land. When Guyana got a lot of land, but they blame the government. But this nation got God cover us. Blessing on everyone, listen brother man. Put two and two together, don't listen to the one. Some of them just like taco or leaf and stuff. Anywhere we go, we just run. Buy this a 𝒐𝒑𝒕 boy, yeah, we got the Timmy blood, so. Oh no, I ain't going nowhere. I love this place. 𝒐𝒑𝒕. Oh no, welcome to Moko Moko. Oh yeah, say a country with an island vibe. I swear I had an eyes, and yeah, with the down all night. Mixing the 5-year-𝒂𝒊𝒈𝒂𝒊𝒏𝒈𝒄𝒍𝒂𝒊𝒕 with our eyes. So Tony got the whole place high. And we celebrating life. Coffee in the morning, so we toast it. Say we just fine oil, but it most it. No, we ain't most it. No, oh no, I ain't going nowhere. I love this place. 𝒐𝒑𝒕. Oh no, welcome to Moko Moko. Oh yeah, a country with the island vibe. A country with the island vibe. This is a country with the island vibe. A country with the island vibe. I swear I had an eyes. Yeah. Da da da. AOMA.
And call you guys.
A country with an island vibe. I swear I had an eyes. And yeah, we just down all night. Mixing the 5-year-𝒂𝒊𝒈𝒂𝒊𝒏𝒈𝒄𝒍𝒂𝒊𝒕 with our eyes. So Tony got the whole place hype. And we celebrating life. Coffee in the morning, so we toast it. Say we just fine oil, but it most it. No, we ain't most it. No, oh no, I ain't going nowhere. I love this place. 𝒐𝒑𝒕. Oh no, welcome to Moko Moko. Every country want friendship, like the village on the East Bank. But you can't hang if you ain't gang. For my first interview, I tell police thanks. And I brought the bag, my passport, you got a stamp. You can't answer Brad if you can't answer yard. We gon' catch it when it's good, cause we say when it's hard. Not for them, live in country and people don't spend it long. Them man of them in fraud, not for them sell the land. So pay rent on another land. When Guyana got a lot of land, but they blame the government. But this nation got God cover us. Blessing on everyone, listen brother man. Put two and two together, don't listen to the one. Some of them just like taco or leaf and stuff. Anywhere we go, we just run. Buy this a 𝒐𝒑𝒕 boy, yeah, we got the Timmy blood, so. Oh no, I ain't going nowhere. I love this place. 𝒐𝒑𝒕. Oh no, welcome to Moko Moko. Oh yeah, say a country with an island vibe. I swear I had an eyes, and yeah, we the down all night. Mixing the 5-year-𝒂𝒊𝒈𝒂𝒊𝒏𝒈𝒄𝒍𝒂𝒊𝒕 with our eyes. So Tony got the whole place high. And we celebrating life. Coffee in the morning, so we toast it. Say we just fine oil, but it most it. No, we ain't most it. No, oh no, 'cause you know it, I love this place, G-Y-N-A. Oh no, wake up your moko. Oh yeah, oh, a country where the island vibe.
Look down through your window, no big city lights, just greenery. I don't know what you come for. Listen up, my dear, we're such a man free. Welcome to the land of many faces, not one, not two, but 6 different races. You know when the sun kisses your skin, you're in the right place. G-U-I-A-N-A, oh, that's my beautiful country. Come, let me take a walk with Brother Tiki. You'll see our landmarks and our monuments, they're so unique. The high brick structure, lighthouse, the tallest wooden structure, cathedral, 176th Street, monuments, and the beautiful city hall. You know with the wind in your hair, you're in the right place. G-U-I-A-N-A, oh, that's my beautiful country. No big city lights, just greenery. You don't know what you come for. Listen up, my dear, we're such a man free. Welcome to the land of many faces, not one, not two, but 6 different races. You know when the sun kisses your skin, you're in the right place. G-U-I-A-N-A, oh, that's my beautiful country.
If I think about the ways you make me smile, I'd be sitting here and smiling for a while. Although I know I make you cry sometimes, your happiness is ever on my mind. I cannot repay for everything you've done, but my love for you burns brighter than the sun. No matter where my feet and mind may go, my heart will lead to you and you alone. Guyana, I'll be holding on to you forevermore. Guyana, may the blessings of God never leave your shore. A paradise eyes so wondrous to behold. A work of art, your heart is gleaming gold. They sail the waters, soar above the trees, to find the gem between the mountains and seas. Your children know we try though we may fall. We stand united now to heed your call. Our fathers fought the fights for liberty. Forever I'll defend Guyana free. Guyana, Guyana, I'll be holding on to you forevermore. Guyana, Guyana, may the blessings of God never leave your shore. Guyana, Guyana, I'll be holding on to you forevermore. Guyana, Guyana, may the blessings of God never leave your shore. Rise up for your land. Rise up, won't everybody stand? Rise up for your land. Rise up, won't everybody take a stand? Rise up for your land. Rise up, won't everybody stand? Rise up for your land. Oh, Guyana, Guyana, I'll be holding on to you forever. I'll be holding on to you, Guyana, Guyana. May the blessings of God never leave your shore. Guyana, Guyana, I'll be holding on to you forevermore. Guyana, Guyana, may the blessings of God never leave your shore.
Caution them,
AJ.
make it an anthem. Land of Guyana, of rivers and plains. I'm a real Guyanese. From the time when I step on the scene to the moment me leave. I'm a real Guyanese. From the red to the black to the gold to the white to the green. I'm a real Guyanese. And nothing can change me. So nothing can change me. I'm a real Guyanese. I live living in a foreign country. So nothing can change me. 6 races, beautiful faces. Put your hand them in the air if you're not racist. I pledge myself to honor always. I will never disgrace this. Them want peace and we mop. Wait your mothers, we not get you that. No, not one caress. Not a blade of grass. Listen up, 83,000 square miles. Oh my God, we find aisle. Me not tell you no lie. Guyana nice, but me swear for my life. Land of many waters, bring out all the leaders in the sun, them and the daughters. If you want to, we fight. No, not at all. I'm a real Guyanese. From the time when I step on the scene to the moment me leave, I'm a real guy unique. From the red to the black to the gold to the white to the green, I'm a real guy unique. And nothing can change me. So nothing can change me.
Nothing can change me.
So nothing can change me.
So nothing can change me.
Allow it tough crook. It now is pretty son about that try act shook. God big up GRM and know how my tax look. And when me have the money, me can go for my bank book. Beautiful Guyana. We there in South America. Land of KiteJord, Flora and the fauna. Independent and the fauna. We wanna. Never violate because you come in from a Ghana.
Good morning, guys. Share the live. We're here this Monday, 2nd of October. Welcome down to Livewire. I hope you guys have a really wonderful weekend. I'm happy for all the persons who have tuned in already. We have a really exciting program for you guys this morning. Morning to all the persons who are tuning in for the first time. I'm really happy to have you guys here. So share the live. Share it on your page, in a group, with a friend, in Messenger, on your WhatsApp. Share the live, people. So morning to all those persons tuned in. And I really like that song, Real Guyanese by 𝒊𝒏𝒊𝒈𝒆𝒄, a young Guyanese artist, doing his thing here in Guyana. And also, I think he's an aeronautical engineer. He fixes those bush planes there for one of those services there at Ogle. So talented Guyanese. And encourage you guys. I saw a video he made yesterday or the day before, discussing this major hype issue in the comment he made, and the comments that are coming from places like Trinidad and Jamaica. And the same artist, 𝒊𝒏𝒊𝒈𝒆𝒄, spoke of how those persons support their own, how those persons promote their music and their artists, their cuisine, their culture. They don't try to appropriate anybody else's culture. So we can't say anything because our DJs here in Guyana still talking like the Jamaicans. What uno say? Big up on yourself. You understand? That's not our stuff. That don't belong to us. So I understand where he was coming from. And I encourage you, persons looking here, Guyanese looking here, whether you're home or in the diaspora, pay attention to your local artists. See what they're doing. Gone are the days where we used to have representation like Charmin Blackman being like the main representation for Guyanese singers. That's no more. She's still around. She's still singing. Charmin Blackman and Bonnie Isles and Borchmore Smith or whatever his name is. We're not depending on those producers and artists anymore. And persons like what's this girl name? Slim young lady. Stacy. Oh daddy. She said oh daddy a lot, man. Anyway, so we have a host of new artists coming out of Guyana. They've been producing really good music. So 𝒊𝒏𝒊𝒈𝒆𝒄, there's Kush, a bunch of them, Jackie Jacks, Poonam Singh, a bunch of them. So you guys check out your local music and support your own, promote your own, play the local music when you're driving around in New York and Barbados and Trinidad and those places, so they know that Guyana has proper things on top of things. So morning to all the persons already here in the comments. Dial Sukram, good morning to you. And look, listen to something. It's long Dial asked me to mention this here, you know. So there was some protesting somewhere in Georgetown due to no water for I think 24 hours or a period a little longer than that. It's not longer than 72 hours. And they was protesting and they burning the road and that kind of thing. Now, my thing is this. Since the first day, the first 24 hours, why not engage the contractor, the authorities, to have some system put in place so that you could have the water, right? It wasn't an issue where GWI didn't or GWI's mains weren't providing water. There was an issue of, I think, a contractor dug up one of the pipes or something of that sort. And now, in relation to that, these persons who were affected took to the streets to protest and burned the road and a bunch of other stuff. Dial has suggested to me that he is willing, once the government buys a water cannon, he's willing to use it to clear illegal protesters off the road. He is willing to come back and put his time to use there. Again, persons are able to protest. Nobody is saying you can't protest, but you cannot. On the road, destroy infrastructure, inconveniencing other people because you are upset. Right? Because you are upset. Now, let me just give you a look-see of what exactly I'm talking about, right? In relation to this protest that happened sometime over the weekend. Yeah, you see, through my whole thing, I got to protest now. I wasn't going to give it any I wasn't going to give it any ear because the matter was dealt with. And I felt like, why we even continue with this? And it's always we putting the cart before the horse with these people. Now look at this here. This is one of the PNC, PNU councillors or activists in the area. Look at the man he talking to. If you got a genuine issue that you want to get dealt with, why you out here like this looking like a criminal? Huh? What you doing out here looking like a criminal? You doing things that you clearly want the authorities to make you out to deal with you. So this was right. So here, born in the road, throwing things in the street, setting fire to the road. Now, when this section of the street or the road loses its integrity, right? And after the fact, persons continue to drive on it and it deteriorates and they get a big pothole. What are these same residents in the area going to say? Do the government didn't build the road good? They didn't do this, they didn't do that, right? You are able to protest, but this is illegal. You blocking a road and burning road because you're getting water. Fine, understandable, you're upset. But this is the result. Did anybody in this group or representing this group advance GWI? Did they even advance to the fire service to say, hey, we're not getting water in this area. You guys can send around a fire truck to distribute some water and that kind of stuff. So persons have some sort of access to water until the situation is remedied? No. But anywhere you got burning road, you got robbing, and you got destruction. Look who here. PNC activists, APNU activists, they're there at the forefront. Anything in relation to burning down and blocking up. But you got them here. You have them here. Right? You have them. And we need to move away from that. So, to the government of Guyana, Mr. Dial is willing to come back and operate a water cannon for y'all to blow away those illegal protesters that intend to destroy government infrastructure or just decide to go there and block roads and burn things because they're not getting their way. Right? Because they're not getting their way. Anyway, Chitra, morning to you. Data, morning. Jamila, morning. Omar Sharif from NYC. Good morning to you, bro. Good morning to you. I'm glad that you're having a dry and sunny day compared to Friday. And guess what, champ? The opposition was in the area. That's why y'all fled out. The opposition being in y'all area, Omar. The opposition was in the area. That's why you fled out. Trixie, morning to you, Rowena. Morning. Thank you for calling in the troops, Rowena. I don't know why Courdel Jones and Stanley Hamilton waking up so late for this program. But they probably had a long weekend. Ian, morning to you too, Sram Chetty, Gita Prasad, Nirmala, Lash P, what's up, champ? Pam, morning. I hope you're in the garden working and doing your thing. Keith Adams, good morning to you. Good morning to you. I think Keith is joining us from Georgia. Right. So morning to you, Keith. Good morning to you guys. Good morning. And let's get on with the show. Right. Let's get on with the show. And some of the things that has been happening and I've been hearing around the place. So yesterday, they had Nation Watch with Mr. Williams. And his guest was none other than Father Abraham with his many sons. Right? Rennie Passad, morning to you at Simpsonville, South Carolina. Keith Adams joining us from Simpsonville, South Carolina. Dave Etwar, morning to you, brother. Morning to you. Morning to all those persons who are joining us here for the first time. I'm glad to see the viewership is growing. I'm glad to see persons are joining the live early in the mornings. So, like I was saying, we had Nation Watch yesterday, and y'all hear me saying that usually I don't make it through an entire hour of opposition programming. Because it's hard. It's hard to sit down and listen to the points that are made and then to see those points coming from the persons that are making. So just let me give you all a little rundown of what took place in our program yesterday. So Father Abraham was on the program, our opposition leader. Him and I think two of his sons were there. And he was basically talking about he was talking about a plethora of things, including a trip to Washington, D.C. But during his commentary, he made some statements that jumped out at me. One of them was that Vice President Jagdeo doesn't respond with substance, right? And I was like, wait, man, this is Aubrey Norton talking about people not responding with substance. Aubrey Norton is saying the Vice President does not respond to statements and criticism with substance. And I'm like, can't be Father Abraham talking here. Morning to Vishal Prasad, Leroy Mangal, Jerry Gomes. Morning to you, brother. Thank you for being here on the line. It can't be the Vice President this man talking about. Thank you, Ren, calling the man a yard foul and these kind of things. So imagine Aubrey Norton, who can't hold a candle to the Vice President in terms of intellectual capacity and representation of this country, right? Is talking about responding with no substance. Now, do y'all remember Aubrey Norton talking about this poll that would show the PNC beating the PDP in the next election, right? And the reporter said, hey, Mr. Norton, who conducted this poll? Where is this poll? Could we see this poll? Y'all remember the substance of the response of Aubrey Norton in that case? Y'all remember the substance of the response? Y'all remember when Aubrey Norton had a meeting with the President Dr. Irfan Ali, the same president who is claiming don't want to consult and don't want to meet with him and that kind of thing. And I tackled Aubrey Norton outside the office of the president to ask him about the SOPs he claimed he had when he attended the function and was talking to the vice president and said, if he agrees to the debate, he can show you the SOPs. And I tackled Aubrey Norton about those SOPs outside of office of the president. Y'all remember the substance of Aubrey Norton's response? And he's talking about people who are responding with substance. Y'all remember when reporters asked Aubrey Norton to smile for a photo, LGD, in Pleasance, the same area he's living, that he lost, his party lost in that area. Y'all remember the substance of his response. And you talking about people, somebody as analytical as the vice president, somebody who knows maths, who numbers is actually add up when they say them to you. So morning Lacho. So imagine that the vice president, who when he is responding to anything, gives you figures that you could write down, add up, minus, divide, subtract, quadratic equation, wherever you want to put, wherever, and it makes sense. Huh? He responded with substance. Tara Brian, morning to you. I'm glad you found the live. Please follow the page, guys, so that when the live starts, you guys can get it as soon as it starts. This is the man who's talking about substance, right? Now, he went on to talk about the PVP claiming it's an opposition conference. That's what it was, people. That's what it was. That's what it was. Don't let nobody fool you. That is what it was. An opposition conference. And why do I say so? Why do I say so? Let us look as the Americans put it to them over there during this conference. Let's look at the evidence, right? The empirical evidence that this is an opposition conference. Now, on Friday, I would have shared some photos with you guys. So we're going to go through those photos and we're going to go through some more to look at the conference, the attendance of the conference, who is there, right? That would allow anybody, put aside the PPP. We ain't talking PPP. Throw the PPP in a corner for now. Anybody who's looking at it and are aware of who are opposition operatives, why they would say it was an opposition conference. Let's take a look. Now, if you remember, I highlighted these were the main attendees. 𝒔𝒐𝒕𝒆 was a little late. He had some immigration issues, but they were sorted and he made it to the conference, right? And somebody was alleging that he pissed on one of those pillars there, but I don't know how true it is. It's an allegation. I don't know how true it is. So we have Nima, the best thing that never flew, the unknown MP just next to her, visionless, hopeless. I don't even know what to call him. You have the husband beater. You have the 𝒊𝒏𝒇𝒓𝒊𝒈𝒆𝒏𝒕 boss. And you could call him the one of the patrons of the TSU. Right? Then you have Miss Hastings. Now, although I spoke of Congress Place last week, Friday, right? And the fact that she was unable to enter there, I forgot to remind you, Miss Hastings can't even go back to her home village because of how her management and her activities during the coalitions period. So her very own people in her community don't want to see her, right? We have Miss, I signed checks on my own company, Hughes, member of parliament. Miss, I have $2 million to go on every outreach I have to go on, Miss Member of Parliament. Miss Cathy Hughes. You have Father Abraham and his sons. You mightn't see them, but they're there. Father Abraham and his sons. And what we hoping to be the SOPs in his hand. Right? And then we have the senior council that's not so senior. Then we have the senior council that's not so senior. So we're moving on. So as I said last week, a bunch of pictures in the hallways, right? A bunch of pictures in the hallways and on the steps of Capitol Hill and all that nonsense, right? No pictures of the actual meeting with this Black Caucus that they talk about, but they met. But we have no photos of that meeting, right? Now, let's move on to the Big Boy Conference. So Father Abraham attended the conference. We know he's Guyanese, he's from Guyana. He is not an American over there, looking to bet anything for anybody and nothing. Father Abraham. Now let's look at the attendees again. The front row alone flew in from Guyana. Farmer head of the EPA, you got the pet lawyer and his one good suit. And this lady here, I think she is one of the members of the PNC. This guy just behind her, Mr. Lawrence Hudson, right? I think he got up and he spoke about some issue with his son or something of the sort, and that he was representing the some group for discrimination in Guyana. Let me find the right thing for you. I just want to show you it's a PNC group. I just want to show you that it's a PNC group. Just give me a minute. Let me find the page because I checked for it last night. So, Mr. Hudson, come on, man, open. Right. So, Mr. Hudson claimed he was representing the Institute for Action Against Discrimination in Guyana, right? Mr. Lawrence Hudson, who was the person who seconded the some motion or some nonsense that had going on there. So he claimed that he represented the Institute for this against discrimination in Guyana. Now let's look at the institute's page, right? Because they said it's not a opposition press conference. This is a This conference in Washington on Guyana is not an opposition press conference. So let's look at this. One of the agencies or the organizations that attended the press conference to represent Guyanese and discrimination in Guyana, right? So who we got here on the top? And let's show you who we got here on the top. PNC representatives. You got your former mayor. You got the senior council that's not so senior. You got Miss House Slave, Miss Philadelphia. You got the MP that does purposeless MP. I don't know the boy name. I gotta check his name. I don't know what he's doing. Right? You got this worries that Lincoln Lewis, I think. All these here, known PNC people. It's not PNC conference. Right? Now look at the membership. This Institute for Action Against Discrimination, 79. That's all the people who know and care about your cause. Is that all the people who know and care about your cause? Right? This is just like TKR. They ain't even got the full 100. They ain't even got the full 100 people to the cause. Same thing like Trinbago Night Riders. Not even a full 100 to the cause. So this is one of the organizations that were, and I singled this one out because he came up to the podium and he called out the institute. And I was like, I never hear about this place before. So let me do some checking and see what's going on. And the Institute for Action Against Discrimination, like Trinbago Night Riders, not even 100 persons following this cause. Not even 100 persons. So I had to share that with y'all. So coming back to the conference. So like I was saying, all these people shipping, flying, right? And you got more photos of them walking around on Capitol Hill, not meeting with anybody. We just hearing about what's going on. Look at this here. I showed you all this on Friday. Whole front row. Look at the size of the room. Now, let me tell you all something about production, right? Yeah, I know your body's working production. One or two things. And I got a colleague that's showing off himself, Mr. Gill. Mr. Gill, you do 2 productions and I don't know, you think he on top of this world. But hold, comrade, you hold. And I'd like you to go and check the numbers of your recent productions. So those are the real deaggregated numbers of the quality of your work. But back to the conference. Look at this room where you take photos tight like this in a room, people. When you take photos like this tight in a room, it's to get the illusion that the room is packed. If this room was filled and overflowing, the widest shot they would have taken. Look, this worries they've shipped to America to talk to who? To tell them what? So the 2 on the left and right, they come in. The other two, oh, well, they attend the conference. But how objective they are in relation to what is really happening here in Guyana. So here again, we have Mr. Hudson from the Institute. We have the PR from PNC, who is almost on her way out, as Mr. Norton is looking to hire a professional, real public relations person or agency to handle the public relations of the party. We don't need her. Mr. Norton is not happy with her screaming, heavy-tongued in Mokadira as public relations. You understand? And we have seen many times at press conferences, Mr. Norton digging it in her to tell her to bully the reporters. So we see Shiga Shipping there, we see Risedale in the back, we see Elson on the back of this ball head man there. If you notice the photos have one set of people reoccurring. One set of people reoccurring all the time. You understand me? One set of people reoccurring. We're coming down. Pose obsession again. The hateful eight. I call him the last. We can call him that again this week. The hateful eight, especially Amanza. And Amanza has annoyed the crap out of me. I ain't even getting my content for the day yet. I just, off the top of my head, I just talking about these worries that went to Washington. Right? So these are the hateful eight that represented the opposition in Guyana at the Washington Conference on Guyana. Now, I would think that this photo here is a representation of all the attendees. Let me count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. 30 persons. 30 persons. Right? 30 persons. Not a member of Congress at the conference. Hakeem Jeffries is not at the conference. Right? Look at the diversity of the conference here. Only persons in Washington at this conference who care about Afro-Guyanese or the discrimination that they claim about and are not of Afro-Guyanese descent are the two indigenous persons that they, well, three, I think Elsalo is indigenous as well. The three indigenous persons they walk it from Guyana, and the waste of a member of parliament who is there as well. The guy who's there we don't remember. You understand? So you see the diversity of the Guyanese representation here from the opposition. We're moving down the line still. So again, so on the end now we got some additions. You got this guy on the it would be your right of Amanza is a councillor from the Linden Town Council, right? You have the addition of another MP, the indigenous guy in the middle next to Aubrey Norton and Donny, in the middle of Aubrey Norton and Donny Estates. Another MP. You got the waste on the end of the talk about a Rickford jerk at the back. What else a local tell anybody? Huh? We moving on. And you remember I tell you about tight shots, right? So you got Flubes, you got Cathy, you got Hasty. Two worries. Both of them. Two worries. Look at Darren Wade flag on his shoulder. This boy is such an idiot. I swear to God. Look at Darren Wade Guyana flag on his shoulder, and he here and representing Guyana in America. Huh? You going to conference in Washington? Look at the flag how it's flying. These people want to represent us and be member of parliament and government in waiting. And waiting on who? Waiting on what? In which way, shape, or form? And if you notice, nobody else but this idiot Darren Wade. Look at it. Look at it. In the one good suit, he can't even fix the flapping flag properly. This make us one cuss, Now I see why critics they're cussing up on the show. Because sometimes these things is be so overbearing with the idiocy. The idiocy that this come with. Dale Henry are laid by. You understand? Look at this mook. Look at this mook. No one around the University of Guyana as a mook. No one around the legal fraternity as a mook. No one around his own party as a mook. Everybody else got on the flag with sense. This mook, Darren Wade. Look at he. And look how long. Look. He sent a screen there. Still got it stupid. Again, look at the diversity in the crowd here at this conference. Guyana nation of 6 people. Look at the diversity here in this conference. A representation of the melting pot that is Guyana. Amerindians, Afro, Indo, Portuguese, Chinese, European. And the 7th race, the mixed race people. Look at the representation here. Look at the representation here. So I don't know why Aubrey Norton trying to mislead anybody. Look. This is literally all the persons in the photo. Literally all the persons in the photo. And this look at the guy next to the MP, Rickford George, right? The only other than Ganesh Mahipal, the only Indo, and I never see Ganesh Mahipal in the main photo. The only Indo-Guyanese you see sitting down there. And they are claiming to be representing the issues of Guyanese. Well, Black Pudding Boss was there. Black Pudding Boss was there. You understand me? These people who are spewing hatred towards other races in Guyana. These people who are promoting division in Guyana in terms of saying Afro-Guyanese don't buy from Indo-Guyanese and all that nonsense. These persons who their supporters have said publicly don't do anything for Amerindian people. They don't do nothing for the party or the country. And they are talking about discrimination and marginalization. These people for real? Look. This worries Kadaki Amsterdam. Is a set of Guyanese to fly to Washington, people? Is a set of Guyanese to fly to Washington? And I want to maintain that people are sorry I ain't getting to run flash y'all comments, but I dealing with the content, right? A set of Guyanese to fly out to this thing. Nobody was interested, especially in the United States of America, with these false allegations made by this retarded group. You understand me? Kadaki Amsterdam, member of the WPA, who the one burned down the place and who the one their social civil unrest and all this nonsense at LGE. You understand me? Flying all these people to make up the numbers. And even then the numbers don't make sense. Right? Even then the numbers don't make sense. The jokey economist Elson Lowe, people like them you flying in. You for real? Look. Round table discussion. Now, if you look at this table, they got nothing else to add there. The only person at this table right now that you could probably say is from Washington is the Afro gentleman sitting next to Manzo. Everybody else is from the Guyana Parliament. So I don't know is what they're trying to bluff people with. And again, the attendance of the conference, this big conference that they had, right? So it's an intriguing political saga that unfolded recently over there in Washington in relation to these opposition MPs and their engagement with persons in Washington, D.C., especially the Congress persons, especially those in the diaspora, because you would think with all them guys living in New York, this all y'all get to come out and look at it. So there was a great expectation and there was a bitter reality, right? So these opposition MPs had high hopes for their Washington conference, but it turned out to be sparsely attended, right? And you remember I count 30 persons, and those include at least more than 15 that come from Guyana. So you could say less than 15 are from Washington who supported that conference. No, their party organizer, 𝒂𝒑𝒂𝒊𝒆, right now he's under a lot of scrutiny for misleading the APNU officials into believing that high-ranking U.S. officials would participate in the event. And this led to significant disappointment to the hateful eight that were up there, right? So, as you all know, as the conference didn't go as planned because these U.S. officials did not attend, 𒒂💑💂 publicly criticized the U.S. government, accusing them of favoring the PPPC government in Guyana. Right? And this drew considerable attention and raised a lot of eyebrows. And it shows the U.S. government exactly what people are dealing with in Guyana when the opposition don't get the way, cause them, abuse them, they have no time with nobody. Broke up, burn up road. That's how it goes. Right? One of the central points I'd like to maintain is the APNU AFC's inability to provide evidence to substantiate their allegations against the PPPC government. This became a significant stumbling block during their meeting with U.S. congressional leaders. So I don't know if they think it's a case of them showing up and saying something, and the U.S. government can just pick it up and run with it without any kind of fact-finding mission or evidence or anything to back up their claims. They didn't even go and get 100 people to sign on. But oh my God. This boy the hate people. This boy the hate. You understand me? The boy is here. He's here, folks. He is here. He's here. Paul is here with his foolishness. You understand? Paul, you try with them in the comments. Listen, y'all deal with Paul in the comments. I ain't able with Paul this morning. Y'all deal with Paul in the comments for me, please. I ain't able with Paul this morning to get frustrated. Back to what I was saying. You understand me? So the APNU AFC were unable to provide any evidence to substantiate their allegations. And Paul, I'm saying that Wade is a mook. I don't care if he's African Guyanese like me, because here, let me be very frank with you. They have racist Afro-Guyanese, they got racist Indo-Guyanese, they got racist Amerindians, they got racist Chinese, they got racist Portuguese, they got racist, every race got an idiot in it, or a few, right? I am saying Darren Wade is a mook. This is what I'm saying to you, Paul. Darren Wade is a mook, and a mook of epic proportions. You understand? A mook of epic proportions. And he has proven that on multiple occasions. Paul, you see the video when Darren Wade threw himself down in front of a vehicle? Knock me down, kill me, knock me down. This is not mookish behavior. This is not mookish behavior. Why shouldn't I call him a mook if he's behaving like a mook? Pissing Patterson, then Patterson piss on the people gate. I saying something that's wrong. Cathy Hughes signed the check to show one company. Let me look at the Afro-Guyanese that are lambasting. Cathy Hughes signed the check to show one company, comrade. You might know, but it was found out that every time she was going on an outreach, she took $2 million from the public purse, public funds to work with. Cathy. You understand? Amanza, isn't she not a husband beater, sir? Or it's because it's the man who getting the licks, we shouldn't say anything. We gotta be fair. Men have rights too. Men have rights too, brother. Let me find something on what is guy name? Roysdale. Because he sometimes come over as he got nothing. But I wanted to touch on an issue with Roysdale, where he was fingered or had some dealings with a there was an article, a letter written by Mr. Sanasi, and his name was called in that. I want to get to that before the program finish, but I'm still on the forest thing with this Washington D.C. foolishness that they went to do there. But anyway, so Rickford Burke views out the U.S. government. Views on the U.S. government, and persons there said, "Hey, you're making these claims. Provide the flapping proof. Don't come here and gaff you up." Secretary Blinken said constructive conversation. Right? So after the meeting with the US congressional leaders, the attitude and the language of the APNUFC officials noticeably changed. And I think this is a telling indicator of their unpreparedness. And unpreparedness and APNUFC just go hand in hand. Open the dictionary, look for unpreparedness, and you can see a hand and a palm tree. You see, and a key. Right there. You understand? Now, there is tension in the APNUFC delegation, with some members openly expressing frustration and accusing Rickford Burke of incompetence. But I don't know why they're accusing the man of that when they very well know that he's incompetent. How you go to the States and you can't do nothing for yourself to establish yourself properly than to launch an organization that really got no purpose, begging people for money at the conference. So literally 30 persons at the conference there, Rickford Burke raised 3,000 US, 600,000 guineas. How long that gonna last you, Ricky? Right? Now, in the aftermath of the event, the APNUFC is seemingly focused on saving face and presenting a narrative that the engagement was a success, despite the obvious setbacks. And there's an intriguing contrast. In the statement by the APNU members, for instance, they claim to have presented a comprehensive development plan, whilst Congresswoman Maxine Walters asked for a clear development plan, again raising questions about their preparedness. But I am absolutely sure Congressman Walters is a sensible big woman, right? Absolutely sure about it. So if they brought a plan that made sense, I don't think she'd make a statement like this, requesting a clear development plan. Y'all remember when Aubrey Norton said he outlined his plan for Guyana to Secretary of State Blinken? Would the Secretary of State say the opposition needs to engage in constructive conversation? The man basically saying, y'all come and tell me a set of stupidness. You understand me? Y'all come and tell me a lot of stupidness. But it is what it is. And the sad part about it is the opposition don't even know when they're done and how to lick their wounds. They keep pushing forward with the nonsense. Keep pushing forward with the nonsense. The irony of this whole situation, as a wrap-up on this topic, the irony of this whole situation is the APNUFC in the past warned against foreign interference in Guyana's elections. And now their current attempts to seek international support from these same persons that are chasing out the country is more than contradictory. You understand me? So there you have it, people. It's a captivating political tale with various dimensions, right? And what is important is to keep in mind the broader themes of these political strategies that we're seeing. The role of evidence in making allegations and the dynamics within that political party. You understand? So, you heard it here on Livewire, people. You heard it here on Livewire. Now, I wanted to touch on, let me see. This letter by Mr. Sanasi. Right. With Rice L4 name call him. You name call him Rice deal. Right? You name call him. So in my last 15 minutes, I can see how, and Vishal, I see you calling. I ain't not like I ain't see you, but we had a lot of things to cover today. So tomorrow we can be taking calls. Not today. Vishal, I got you're a good man. I can give you 5 minutes. Not 5 minutes. You got 3 minutes, Vishal. 3 minutes today.
Good morning.
Morning, Chief.
The Annan Caribbean Force Circus at GTB. These people got good talent, Mr. Jones.
You got to tell me about her.
Imagine you ask Mr. Norton for the winning SOP and not go to another vehicle. You never go to the vehicle we're supposed to go. You went into another vehicle. This to show how confused these people are, brother.
Yeah.
Imagine a Richford Borg. You know these people? You know the dark with a good light. It's not a good light, but it's a good light. It's a good light. Richford Borg, I think he should do a DJ. You could promote good dance and everything. Like you could do.
Yeah, but the attendance, brother. Yeah. The attendance was good dance he promoting. Look at the attendance. Oh my God.
This one is a keynote campaigner for them. Or lobbies for them. My brother, these are in dire street. Because, let us go back into a little history. During the 2020 election, as I could recollect, after Mr. Mingo would have announced the bingo number, remember the PPP now, they would have had the original or a copy of the original.
Yeah, their copy.
Which all the observers would have had the same SOP.
Correct.
Showing the true number or the winning number of the election. And that number would have shown that the PPP were victorious at that election.
Yeah.
More so, these people like to talk about racism and how the PPP is a racist party and all of that. But I would like them to know that 34 countries out of 54 countries in Africa would have supported the PPPC number.
Yeah.
More so, the U.S. Black Caucus, as I could recollect, would have endorsed the PPPC winning number. Isn't that true?
Yes, sir, the U.S. government. Okay. The entire government.
We talking about the Black Caucus. Remember the like to emphasize on these distinguished Afro-American congressmen and women, right?
Right.
Good. More so, they had expected CARICOM because most of the leaders are of Afro-Caribbean, right? They expected them to side with them.
Right.
To back them. But it was totally different. These people look at integrity.
Right, yeah.
You understand? More so, I don't know if they could recollect that during the time of Mr. Javiel's presidency, the tenureship of his presidency, Mr. Javiel was a very influential and more prominent political leader in the Caribbean.
All the time.
I'm actually sure you are aware of that.
Even now.
Right? The EPA agreement, the Economic Partnership Agreement that was signed by CARICOM, between CARICOM and the European Union, Mr. Javier is a brainchild of that. I don't know if people are aware of that.
Some might not.
Right? Good. But I'm saying that Richford was the man who sees, according to him, because he revolves in his own world, and he only has facts according to him.
Yeah.
Not facts, not factual. He don't be factual. He has facts according to him, what he thinks, what he conceptualizes. That is his facts, right? But the question is, why would the U.S. Black Caucus shun another significant black group? Because this is always cloud stelching from Guyana. Why? And you know the president would have held a meeting with the U.S. Black Caucus recently.
Yeah.
So I think they would have been properly sensitized as to the dilemma they have to, the government of Guyana has to deal with it.
Yeah.
Right? The atrocity that they got to deal with as for a foreign opposition. Right?
Yeah.
The mistake and all these unfavorable words you could use to describe Guyana for a circus, because that is who and what they are, a circus.
I think that's the best way to raise this money, you know. Get them a spot somewhere and let it perform, and everybody pay $1,000 to go in.
Yeah, what? Guyana got animal, we got some nice monkey, we got black jack, we got Shaki key. Let us see them taking jaguar.
Oh my goodness.
To mimic the Siberian tiger with the Japanese coat. You know that the other circus came in 2007?
Yeah, with them white tigers.
Remember the circus? Wyatt's brother circus from Mexico?
Yeah. When did the thief the people horse? You. Hey, Vishal. That's the perfect. Thank you, Vishal, for that. They go tilt to Washington to rent a crowd. Real talk. Real talk. Oh my God. Vishal, thanks for coming through, bro. Yeah. Go tilt to America to rent a crowd. Courdel, what is the true reason though? Okay. Y'all deal with Paul in the comments, man. He trying to shift from y'all to me. Y'all handle in the comments there. But like I was telling you, there was a letter written by a businessman, Mr. Sanasi. And it is a complex web of financial dealings and allegations that challenge the discrimination claims made by the APNU AFC delegation during that failed trip to Washington, D.C. Excuse me. Now, businessman Anand Sinasi speaks out. The businessman Anand Sinasi has stepped forward to shed light on the credibility of the discrimination claims by the APNU AFC delegation. These claims were brought to attention during their visit to Washington, D.C. Right? Now, in Sinasi's letter, he reveals a convoluted history of financial dealings and allegations involving fellow businessman Darwin Bess. Their business venture and Sanasi and Bess's venture began in 2014, focused on diesel fuel importation with the legal involvement by Mr. Roysdale Ford, senior counsel. So like I tell you, even Roysdale getting involved in some sketchy stuff. So there was an investment and a misappropriation claim. Sanasi invested in the venture to support Bess, but things took a contentious turn. He alleges that the resolutions were passed without his consent, leading to frozen and cancelled accounts. He also highlighted allegations of misappropriation by Bess in various business dealings. Now let's look at the political collections and election campaign contribution. In Sanasi's letter, he goes further to discuss financial contributions made by SBF International Inc. This company is linked to Bess, Mr. Darwin Bess, right? And these donations were made to the APNU AFC elections campaign in 2020. This raises questions about the possible exchange of favors, including a lease of land for a fuel farm in Linden. So they weren't interested in doing anything to raise or to encourage economic activity in Linden for the whole of Linden. The same thing, they're making claims about the PVP, friends, family, and favorites. This is what we're seeing with them. And we see the involvement of attorney at law, the not so senior counsel, Mr. Ford. Right? So let's look at the roots of the discrimination claim. Sanasi's perspective suggests that the APNU's delegation discrimination claim might have deeper roots in business disputes rather than racial discrimination. Right? Now, let's look at the corroboration through court rulings. To substantiate his claim, Sanasi cites an April 2022 court ruling that exposed alleged attempt by Bess to evade judgment. The ruling questioned the authenticity of documents, assets transfer timelines, and highlighted Bess' ongoing legal battles. Now, Sanasi spoke to the APNU AFC delegation's awareness. Sanasi implies that at least one member of the APNU AFC delegation as was well aware of Bess's history and legal challenges. This raises questions about the delegation's preparation and the credibility of their claims. Now, Bess faces charges related to an alleged extortion plot alongside APNU AFC activist Rick Football, who is also linked to the same plot. These legal issues further complicate this situation. Now, a closer look at this story. We see the financial web and the financial ties, the allegations, the legal battles paint a different picture of discrimination claims made by the APNU AFC delegation. And it underscores the importance of scrutinizing claims in a broader context and seeking all relevant information. Right? So you guys stay tuned to Livewire as we continue to keep you informed about some of these developments happening in Guyana and some of these persons who are pretending to be so righteous now. You understand? They're pretending to be so righteous now. Y'all remember when Christopher Jones and all of them, Annette and all of them attacked the Mason Parliament and threw it down and broke it up. Views out the parliamentary staff, calling you a house slave and all kind of thing. Because he did not neglect his duty as a parliamentary staff and allow them to run out to the mace out of the parliament, out of parliament. Y'all remember minutes after Rysdale Ford go out to reporters and say that the bill didn't pass because the mace, which is the fancy terminology he used, wasn't there. Totally ignoring the fact why the mace wasn't there. How was it removed? How was the mace removed so that the bill couldn't get past property Rysdale? That's the ignorance of these people, buddy. You claiming, you understand me? And what? Tell us about the 23 years. What? No, you tell us. You tell us, Marlon. You tell us about it since you know. You tell us about it. Because apparently, in the 5 years of the PNC, APNU, AFC, WPA, all these things, Marlon, they couldn't even tell us. They couldn't tell us about the 23 years. They couldn't even tell us about 5 years of the 23 years. They couldn't tell us about Pradoville 1 or 2. They couldn't tell us about the extrajudicial killings that they claimed they had. They couldn't tell us about the friends, family, and favorites that they talk about. They couldn't tell us about all the money that the vice president allegedly got all over the place. He's this big billionaire. You understand? They couldn't tell us anything. So you tell us, Marlon Van Veen, if you know so much about what happened then, and then let us investigate it. Because as far as I am concerned, the opposition had a golden opportunity to prove all the things that they were claiming. Right? So many comments are coming from YouTube. So permanent, some of them will only come to me. What? Marlon was the coalition wasn't in government, but I got appointments. I can't really go for time this morning. The coalition was in government. All the allegations they made for 23 years, how many of them have they proved, Marlon? How many persons have they taken to court? How many convictions have they had? They claim the PVP killed Courtney Crummy Wing or whatever it was. What did they do to prove that, or to find those persons that they claim are affiliated with whatever political party that were involved there? So this is the madness that has come from some people like Marlon that I don't understand. Why just like a man's? Let me play a video before I go. I'm going to go 10 minutes over time because I get to play my man's video. Look at the idiocy here. Look at this.
Are you aware that the leader of the office of the opposition is a constitutional office? But our budgetary allocation for 1 year is the equivalent of $35,000 for 1 year. Sorry?
Exactly.
For 1 year. Is it? It's 35 million there, about 35,000. No, it's about, yes. No, I'm speaking in US terms. Yes. It is less than 50 million Guyana dollars.
So look. Look, first of all, 35,000 US a manza, right? 35,000 US a manza is 7 million GT. Right? It's 35,000 for 1 year. I hate to hear her speak. And this is a lawyer, people. This is what I'm talking about. A manza should fuzzy maths, right? So in 2022, the office of the opposition, and as Amanza put it, we're speaking in US terms here. We're speaking in US terms here. The office of the opposition leader for 2022 got 160,000 US. 160,000 US. Right? 160,000 US. And in 2023, their budgetary allocation was higher. So this $35,000 that US that the man's talking about, that she didn't even know about. This is why it's want Marlon to go and find out. Marlon, friend. Oh gosh, no Marlon. There were more than 5 people on the live. Probably 5 people on the live from where you look in. Right? We got 102 people here, Marlon. Let me look. I'll take a photo of my main screen and we can post it for a go. Don't do me the Marlon. This is not advancing the cause with Coretta McDonald. You stop it. This is Livewire. And we do better than that. So let me show you Marlon. Oh my God. Marlon said 5 people on the live. Wait, Marlon. Wait. Hold, Marlon. Hold. I'm going to set it. I'll take a photo with the phone. Send it to my WhatsApp web. And then I'll post it here so you could see. Right, Breezy? Don't do me that. 5 people on the live. This camera terrible. I gotta get my phone fixed. But don't feel I ain't gonna show you Marlon. I'll show you right now. I have to send it. Let me download it to the WhatsApp web and show you. Oh, 5 people on the live. You get away from here. Amanza's a smart woman. Marlon, you are not a smart woman. Amanza's an idiot. Amanza can't do simple maths. Right? So, yeah, Marlon, let me get this here and show you. Marlon said 5 people on the live. 5 people on the live. 5 people on the live. And Amanza's a smart woman. Well, if that is the case, So, well, look, Marlon. Right? Look. 101. 101. So, where you looking at my top 5 persons? But where I am, 101, friend. 101. So, you have a seat. Matter of fact, I have several seats. Send you the evidence of what figures, Paul. What figures you talking about, chap? Right? What figures you talking about? Anyway, people, we're wrapping up. We had a wonderful morning. I was really glad. I felt really good about the show. I think it's the cough. It had me a little buzzing. I'm switching off. I'm coming off of the turbo and the XL. You just recently came on live spewing BS propaganda. Okay, no problem. That's fine. That's fine. I mean, look. 202 now, yeah, lads. This is how we rocking it. But people don't listen to your propaganda. You were... When? Marlon, don't scandal me. Marlon, don't you ever scandal me. Never in my life I support APNU, AFC, or the PNC. Never, ever. Don't ever do that, Marlon. Never. I am not a crossover from anywhere. I ain't come from nowhere. Never supported the PNC. Never. I ain't in no picture in the jersey. They never give me no money to do nothing. They never helped me with nothing. The only affiliation I have to that party is an aunt I had that died, Sandra Jones, their former GCOM commissioner that they treat like shit. You hear what I'm telling you? Marlon, don't ever do that to me again. You hear what I'm telling you? Don't ever. If you have ever, I might go and report. Look how my skin growing, Marlon. Look how my skin growing. I might report this as cyberbullying. Don't scandal me. This is a liable statement. I was never a part of that party. Ever. The only time I went into Congress Place is to attend a wake that they kept for my aunt there. And if you see the streaming is the do, bottom house affair. Nonsense. Don't ever involve me in that nonsense, woman. Please. In the name of Jesus Christ. And I will call, I'm saying it. Please don't ever do that. I was an APNU supporter. Yes. I'll take that from you, Paul. If you want to say that. People, my time up, but these people in these comments got you by with Oh my God. You understand me? Thank you, Lance. So y'all know that at least people on this live, you understand, know what I'm talking about. Sandra Jones. And they treated her like shit. They treated her like shit until her last days. I'd never forget it. You understand me? No, you bullying me, Marlon, because you're scandaling me. You're bringing disrepute to my character by associating me with persons who rig elections. Please stop it. Right? Please stop it. You're associating me with persons. Oh, Paul, in relation to the money for the opposition, I will have the budgetary allocations and everything here for you tomorrow. So join me here tomorrow, Paul, and we'll do it again and again and again. Again and again and again. Right? So please, Marlon, I have never, ever in my life supported the PNC, APNU, AFC, WPA, nobody in the coalition. None. It is scandalous to say I'm a member of I was a member of the APNU. That is scandalous. Because you have no evidence of that. And that statement is not based in fact. Never been a member. Never been a supporter. Because it's the difference between a member, you got card. Supporter, you're there, you got no card, but you support the party and the stupidness. You understand? Never been a member, never been a supporter. Never a member, never a supporter. Ever. So on that note, we can end the program. right? Thank you guys for joining me on this episode of Livewire. I had some stuff I wanted to touch on housing in relation to the Condominiums Act that I didn't get to, but hopefully tomorrow we'll stick that in. And also, Vice President had shared update on the energy sector and certain taxations that will be implemented in Guyana's changing landscape. So I wasn't able to share that with you guys today, but I think we had a really good discussion. I'm glad that Paul and Marlene are here so that we could. You see this? You call him my auntie horse mouth? You see this? You see this? That's why hey, yo, you see, hey, I could have never understand why she supported y'all. This is the kind of talk, and I'm guessing Marlene is a PNC. You talking about Sandra Jones, who is more qualified than you, who has accomplished more than you would ever do in your life. No, at least people say I could never be a part of this. PNC, I'd never be a part of y'all. And I never understood why she supported y'all. Nothing of substance. Pack of jokers. But anyway, on that note, I'll end the show. Marlene, you almost take me out of character there. Really and true. Or I should say, you almost take me back to the old Courdel there. Honest to God. Because honestly, I'm about to tell you something real bad. This is overboard. Right? So, all right, John. Yeah. Anyway, people, y'all have a good day. Don't let people like this steal your joy. The love that I have for my aunt, despite her political affiliations, won't allow me to have you here. And matter of fact, Marlene, let me put a block in you, because I ain't really gonna want you around here anymore. Paul does go on, and he don't even go on so bad. You are highly out of order. Highly out of order. You understand? And that same horse mouth, you cannot and would never accomplish as much as she did. And your contributions to your stupid party would never amount to what she did for that worries Congress place. Right? So y'all have a good day. Y'all be positive, and don't let these stupid people upset you like how Marlene set me off for this morning. Have a good day, folks. See y'all tomorrow.
Have you ever been somewhere when there is no one else around? And the only voice you hear is if you sing yourself a song. Would you like to be around when there is nothing else to see? On a mountain of green forest, as peaceful as can be. Talking about my homeland, Guyana's hinterland, a place of relaxation.